Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's time for the third segment of my RPG Club playthrough of Mass Effect. As I said on the last episode, I've been an avid listener of the podcast RPG The After Years and its predecessor RPG The Golden Years. The podcast focuses on RPG reviews and news. Last year they began a new community event known as the RPG Club. Imagine a book club, but for RPGs. They break up a community-chosen RPG into digestible chunks, usually about 5 hours, and discuss those segments every 2 weeks like a book club. If you want to check out RPG The After Years, you can find a link in the description below. I decided to start this section by doing the Bring Down the Sky DLC. In the DLC, the Normandy is called to a mobile asteroid station that has been set on a course to collide with the colony of Terra Nova. An extremist group of Batarians has taken control of the facilities on the asteroid, and the team has to stop them. Shepard's team's first task is shutting down 3 fusion torch facilities. As you shut down the 3rd torch facility, Shepard is confronted by a Batarian named Karn. After a short conversation, Karn agrees to give up the hijack attempt, as long as Shepard takes out his boss, Balak, who is leading the hijacking. Balak is holding a group of researchers hostage at the final facility on the asteroid. When you confront Balak, he gives the team 2 options. You either let him go, or he will kill the researchers he's holding hostage. I chose to take Balak in, which did result in the researchers dying. With the asteroid stopped, the Normandy returns to hunting for Saren, leading the crew to Novaria, a frozen planet full of research facilities of many different corporations. Upon arrival, Shepard does not receive a warm welcome. The local bureaucracy tries to prevent the team from leaving the main facility to locate Matriarch Benazia. However, after running a few errands, Shepard is rewarded with a key, letting him leave for Peak 15, where Benazia was heading. As you approach the peak, it's guarded by Geth soldiers, and a new enemy type we thought was extinct, Rachni workers. As the team fights their way through the facility, they discover several facility systems have to be repaired for them to get around. This results in the team repairing the facility's tram system to get to the facility's laboratories. While searching these laboratories, the team locates and fights Benazia. Upon her defeat, Benazia reveals she's being controlled by Saren, and she was sent to the facility to locate the Mu Relay location from the Rachni Queen being experimented on in the facility. She gives Shepard the location before Saren retakes control of her, and the team is forced to kill her. And that's where we leave off for part 3 of the RPG Club. I have to say, had I played Mass Effect when it was first released, and purchased the Bring Down the Sky DLC, I would have been pretty disappointed, if not mad. It had very little story, and the gameplay was basically clear 3 tiny bases and kill a boss. Knowing it was DLC, and not just some random side quests, really let me down more than anything. Turning back to the main story, Novaria may have been my least enjoyable planet so far. You start facing corporate bureaucracy preventing you from continuing the story. Speaking of, are there any good corporations in this universe? After Exo Jenny in the last segment and the corporations in this one, it just seems that they're all terrible. Then, when you finally return to your quest of locating Benazia, you enter a lab where you're just bumbling around, room to room, hoping you end up where you're supposed to be. However, I will say hearing Marina Sortis voicing Benazia was a nice surprise. But yeah, another segment being unimpressed. Really starting to wonder what people see in this series. But that's it for this segment of the RPG Club. Check back in 2 weeks to see if we ever hunt down Saren. You can see that video as soon as it's released by hitting that subscribe button. Additionally, if you want to check me out elsewhere, I have links in the description below to my Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. See you all next time.